Good evening traders, I'm Paul Clevitz and I'm the author of this. This is called the SignalTrader Forex trading system. It basically takes MetaTrader 4 and kind of changes it around a bit. So I'm going to take you through all the different parts of it. Now this is the Euro USD chart, and it's basically got a number of indicators and things going on. So let's start over here with the heat map. This here is the heat map, the currency heat map, and what that basically shows you is the strength of the currencies against each other. So for instance, this is the euro dollar. Let's look at go euro, go along to the dollar. See, it's bright green, which means the euro is very strong. And if you look at the average against all the other currencies, so it's comparing the euro against all these other currencies, it's green, and so that shows that the euro is strong against everything. And same with the dollar. Look at the dollar's weak against everything. So this heat map is live. It's every tick, so it keeps it up to date. So you can see roughly whereabouts things are in the market. Now over this side, we've got some trend information. So for instance, if you see this here, that means the trend is changing direction. So what we've got here is we've got a bearish trend, which is a weekly bearish trend that it was in, and it's now turning into a bullish trend. You can see that's happened. It's bounced off this white line, which is the pivot point. You can see upper and lower pivots here. That's calculating using fractals, which is a very interesting way of working out where things are going. The yellow line is the 200 daily MA, and any serious trader will tell you that that's a very important target and piece of trading. So when things hit the 200 daily MA and get through it, like the euro has here, you can normally expect it to go much further to carry on up through it. It's like a mental barrier. So that's that. So we've got the lines on the screen. Now we've also got two moving averages going on here. You see the red one, which is the slower one, and the green one, which is the fastest one. And this white line, which is a sort of rough picture of what the stop would look like if you use a average true range to calculate your stops. It uses the a formula where I use moving averages and equalize them over the average true range. So it kind of follows it at a safe distance, but not so close you're going to stop out. Like here, you can see we had this last week, that candle there. We don't want to be too close so that we stop out. This is a longer term trading system. If you want a scalping system, don't come see me because it doesn't do that. All right, this trade actually, it's in a trade at the moment, and it was actually entered last week here on this candle. And basically it came up, and you can see the green dotted line, that's where the trade is. It came up and got the trade there and then proceeded to go down, and in fact it took it 5 days to get where it is now. We're 50-60 pips in profit now, and you can see that there's another chart we've got here, another screen. Just turn this off. There we go, another screen. Just switch over here. This is like your summary screen, so it shows you what's going on, shows you which markets are open. It shows you targets, and you can see these are pips. So this safe means that this trade is at minimum 27 pip profit, okay, because it's actually 55 pips up. We've got another one here that's losing by 8.5 pips, so that's okay. It'll catch up later on, and eventually at 30 pips, and you can define this in profit. This trade will go safe, and then it will message you to say you can't lose the trade, it's gone safe. So that's how that works. So that's the other thing. Now some other controls on here. I said you can trade all the major currency pairs with one chart, and here's how. So firstly, if you want to switch to a different chart, you click on select chart like that, and it says buy currency. So we click on, for instance, CAD yen. We can click on the yen, sell currency, the CAD, and it automatically knows that actually it's CAD yen and not yen CAD. I'm sure some of you will be sitting there, and it just switches over. So let's do that again. Select chart, dollar chief, and it switches to dollar chief. So you can do that immediately, and you can see down here it highlights this. Now this is called the SignalTrader Massive Indicator, and this is basically the heat map, but it shows you where all the currencies are and what their history has been. Now what we're looking for with Strobot is we're looking for this cross here. Okay, now that cross is where the robot, I said I'd start talking about the robot, will look at taking a trade. Okay, so to give you an example, here's dollar chief. Okay, now the cross we can see is, let's draw a line up, it's here. Okay, So the first thing Strobot does is it says, oh look, I've got a cross. The second thing it does is it'll look to see what the risk reward is based on that pivot there going towards this pivot here. Now you can see at the moment it actually doesn't want to take this trade, and that the problem is that the risk reward is too small. Back when this happened, the Dollar Chief, it would have taken the trade, okay, because the risk reward was acceptable. But now we're kind of halfway through, it's a bit too far. Now what Strobot does as well is it will give two types of messages. The first message it will say is suggested trade, or like it's like saying, have a look at this trade. I'm not taking it because the risk reward isn't right. It doesn't meet my rules. So you decide whether you want to take it or not. Now all you have to do is put Strobot in the comments, and Strobot will then take over and manage it. That means it'll set the take profit to here, and the stop will be this white dotted line down here. So it'll follow with a trailing stop. When the pair goes 30 pips in profit, it'll move the stop inside the entry, and it will follow with a trailing 30 pip stop. So that's happening on this euro dollar here. So I'm just going to quickly flip to euro dollar, select chart euro dollar, and here it is. You can see that dotted line, that's the stop. So the entry's down here, it's a long. The entry's here, the stop's here. So that means if I flip back to this, it tells me that it's 27 pips safe, this trade, right now, okay? And there's a chance that it's changing direction. I expect some pullback in this in the New York session anyway, at this time of day, because the market doesn't just do this, okay? It goes like this. It goes up, back down, up, back down, up, back down. So you can't expect the market to always be going bullish. So for instance here, it basically up, down, and let me show you that. Let's have a look at the 15-minute chart and see if I can show you it actually happening. Just turn that off. 15-minute chart. Okay, so here we've got a nice sort of, you can see it just absolutely sat there. I would expect this to pull back. Now let's just go on the hourly chart. I want to just show you, see if we can see a clear pullback. Here we go. So we've got this, you can see it. Just turn off the, so I've got auto scroll. That's up there. So if you want to scroll backwards and have a look. So here we are. So what I was saying was, we've got this rally up. It wanders right up here. Then it comes back. Then it carries on going up. Okay. Now what a retail trader will do, he'll go, oh my god, it comes up back here. The retail trader will go, oh my goodness, it's coming back against me. And they won't be patient and wait for it to continue up. Okay, or they'll take a short here and get stopped out. You can see that Strobot actually would look at taking a short, but it won't take it. In fact, we'll look at the daily chart and I'll show you why. Before you go scroll back to the daily chart. Okay, so that was kind of about here, I think. And you can see, as far as Strobot's concerned, that is heading in the right direction, but it's not going to get there. Now, I'll show you something else. There's a really interesting divergence here. When the currency pair, look at this. You see this here where both pairs are kind of hugging each other, but they go in the opposite direction to price. So price is going up, okay, and that's coming down. What that means is we're up for a break. We're going to have a big break, okay, because they can't carry on doing that. They have to move the currencies away from each other. Okay, so that's what happened today. It took 5 days to get there. We spent 4 days in loss. We can go 60 pips the wrong way. Okay, just to give you an idea, look at the stop on this, okay? Current stop on that is 52 pips. Okay, and it's all calculated in great detail by something called average true range, so we know roughly what we're expecting. Sorry, that's settings. So let me show you something else as well. If you like flipping through lots of charts, there's some arrows down the bottom here. You can just click on them like this, and you can see it flips through the charts in order. Because if you've ever tried to open all the currency pairs on your MetaTrader 4, it's very difficult to get them all in the right order. But this actually does it for you. And so, but if you want to go to an individual chart, I'll show you this again. Select chart, euro, dollar. Okay, and that's it. So we came in kind of here. It bounced off this pivot. If it breaks through that, I'm not taking the trade. I want to form a new bounce point, and then we'll look for the cross. So this currency pair, we're looking for it to get up to here for about 300 pips. Now, some of you have never ever dreamt of getting pips like that. If the pair comes back against us, we've got a 30 pip trading stop, so we'll be okay. Look at this. This is flat, not going anywhere. So Strobot won't take the trade. What is that? That's GBP Aussie. So let's go GBP Aussie and have a look. Yes, you can see they're very close together, but sterling's winning, so I would expect a break above here. Strobot wants a short. The robot wants a short. Look at because there's a great big gap down there, and most bigger traders like to trade into gaps. They don't like trading into targets. It just isn't going to happen. So you'll see that through here, and when it comes up and suggests a trade, okay, so in this case it says good to go. It says but we're looking for a short, so we haven't yet got the short. That's GBP yen. So when the robot says have a look at this thing, you can then look at the risk reward and say, is that likely to happen? Is that going to be worth doing? Okay, my feelings are this is probably, I think this is going to break through there. It's going to break through the pivot, in which case I don't want to take the trade. So I think that's more or less it. If you want to find out more, it's iwanttobeaforextrader.com, and that's got this video and some other information there, and get in touch. And if you take a trading account with Bell4FX, Forex Traders, because that's the MetaTrader 4 it's built on. So it's built with their the calculations that go on and the timings and everything that go on with that broker, because brokers vary in terms of the timing and the speed and everything like that. So Strobot actually has this built into it. So that's it. I want to be at forextrader.com, dailyforextrader.me for the blog. Have a great day's trading. It's going to be flat this week, but from Thursday we've got non-farm payrolls. It has moved today. In fact, gold has sprung to a 2-month high. Thanks, Forex Live. So I want to be at forextrader.com. That's me done.